Hush now, little ones. I have a story for you. A story of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, a remnant of the ancient and forgotten Aboleth Empire conducted vile experiments in their underwater city, in a lake deep below the surface. The Aboleths, desperate to regain their lost dominion over the world, summoned forth a powerful demon general from the abyss to bend to their will and enact their revenge. The demon, a Balor named Asvarthik, would not be so easily controlled. Its endless burning rage boiled the waters of the lake, taking the Aboleths with it. Now in control, Asvarthik set about opening a gateway to the abyss, so that he may regain his demonic legion and lay siege to the surface world. However, the gods had other plans. Determined to protect their creations, they sent a Planetar, a powerful angelic warrior, to destroy the Balor and send it hurtling back to the abyss. The battle raged on for days, destroying all things in its wake. But the angel was no match for the ancient demon. Disarmed and grievously injured, the angel knew it could not defeat the Balor in combat. In a final act of holy retribution, the angel forged 7 divine seals to imprison the Balor within the cavernous depths forever. Now, thousands of years have passed, and a band of unlikely heroes ascend the slopes of Mount Emmett on a quest to rescue a stolen child. Kianan, the human wizard.
Oh my.
Lean, the halfling bard.
Does anyone want to hear a song?
Sybil, the dragonborn barbarian.
I shall die with combat with your head on my wall.
Valthiv, the lizardfolk cleric.
Can't just watch me.
And Fresh, the tabaxi rogue.
Wow, is it just me or is that one shiny squirrel?
These brave few have but a humble beginning in a much larger adventure. They know not of the fate that awaits them in the Underdark. Last time, on Dungeons and Douchebags. The party was assigned by Broiled Bee, after a night of intense love and noise-making with Fresh, to make his tavern workable through financials, security, and advertising. After deciding Hobart, Kianan's red panda familiar, would be the likeness used to promote Broiled Bees, the group met Heigril von Emmert, the Dwergar master of financials, who agreed to finance the tavern if they found where his deposits of Electrum were going. Finding a clue that led to the Drow, our heroes began their confrontation. Will they succeed in their mission? Will Broiled Bees have the finances it needs to succeed? Will Hobart become a sexy movie star following his imminent rise to fame? Find out tonight on Dungeons and Douchebags.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags. I am your host, the man. I did not actually think this far ahead. I did not know.
You know, that explains a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, actually.
The man!
The man!
It is I, the man. And welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags, a show where a bunch of us crazy people from Internet Remix and Man on the Internet sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons and do a really bad job of trying to maintain plot coherency. I am your Dungeon Master, Xander, and I hate my life. Welcome.
Welcome.
Before we begin tonight, a couple of announcements. First and foremost, our player Jojo will not be joining us tonight. Jojo is indisposed for the next couple of weeks. So in Jojo's stead, we are joined by the lovely Cammy Cat.
Hello!
Hello!
Tis I!
We'll address... Tis I, the Frenchiest fry! We will address... we will address that in a manner... in a matter of... We'll address... I can't speak. We'll address that plot point very shortly in the actual game. Other than that, just want to throw this out there for all of those watching on YouTube who don't see the pre-streams and don't see my pre-stream announcements. After one more week, we will be no longer playing Underdark for the rest of December. We will be going on a hiatus for the holiday, and we'll be back the first week of January to continue the campaign every other Friday. Underdark will now only be every 2 weeks as opposed to every week. And in between, we'll be running an entirely new campaign that you guys don't get to know about, but if you come to the pre-shows, you'll totally get to know about it. Hey, bada bang, bada boom. So,
Hey.
and y'all know me. I'm your Dungeon Master Xander. I roll dice, I talk in voices, and I make really stupid puns about the game Undertale. I don't want to go around introducing our intrepid band of adventurers.
I'm Portugal, period. The man.
Good.
I don't know.
I use the on-screen lineup for the order.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Cool.
E, right?
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
It's me, everyone.
It's you.
Hey.
That's it.
It is also me.
Wait, we missed Broiled Bee. What the fuck?
It's me! Goodbye!
Albie doesn't get a spot! Okay, it's your turn.
Broiled Bee's a slaver!
He doesn't deserve this.
Broiled Bee can have any spot he wants.
No, he can't. Shut up.
Well, now let's get on with the show.
Let's move on immediately right now.
Ah, it's a good day. A good day already.
Oh,
wait, yeah.
Good day, isn't it?
Cammy's turn. Cammy.
I already said it was me. Goodbye!
Well, shit.
10 minutes ago.
Guys,
All right,
we are
well,
all me.
y'all lost your time. You lost your chance. You don't get the opportunity to do this. We're moving on. You failed. Good day, sir. The factory is not yours. You lose everything.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Mr. Wonka? And then instead of a gobstopper, I kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, back at the factory. I
So
was born in it.
let's go right back to where we left off.
I didn't see a piece of taffy since I was around.
I want to die. All right, so a pile of rocks falls on Fresh. Fresh, you're fucking dead.
Yay, I can leave. I can go to sleep at a reasonable time on a Friday.
Good. Anyway, that aside, let's talk about the game now. So, when last we left our heroes, you had signed on the task of tracking down the missing Durgar Electrum in order to secure funding for Broiled Bees. During your initial investigation, you found yet another article of Drow jewelry that hinted their potentially nefarious presence within Fort Grimbone. Knowing this, you set forth to track down and resolve the matter once and for all. Well, it's been 1 week since then and everything sucks. This past week was full of dead ends, lost leads, and vanishing trails. The makeshift Drow embassy present here is heavily guarded and you 5 have been barred access, in no small part due to your slave status. All in all, you have found nothing. Zilch, bubkiss. Life is terrible. You're all sitting in
I give up.
Love it.
You're all sitting. You 5, you 5 are... Sans Pyro, we'll get to Pyro in a second. You're all sitting in the garishly decorated tap room of Broiled Bees, dejected, bored beyond utter belief, and Broiled Bee himself sitting at the far end of the room, alone, his hair burning very brightly, and his demeanor is that of complete disappointment and displeasure. In a brief moment of universal unity, you all have the exact same thought at the exact same time. We're fucked. And Broiled Bee's sitting there, like in that kind of like leaning back slouch position, hand rested up against his right hand, and like his fingers just idly tapping against the side of his head, kind of occasionally rubbing his temples as he just stares kind of at the table, rubbing his temples, his hair burning brightly. You can tell he is not in a good mood right now. And he says, I honestly cannot believe you have proven this utterly useless to me. No, actually I can. God damn it. And just fully plants his head into his hand and just begins to rub his forehead.
I just kind of look at everyone.
How is it that in an entire week you went from having a solid lead on a problem that would have helped us, and then just fucking it up.
Hobart just gives a little shrug.
Leans for Fresh behind Lean's back, points at Lean, and then starts to whistle again.
Points at Fresh.
Probably even looking. He's just looking down at the table, head in his hands, and he's just like, "Do you know how much money I have left? Anyone got any guesses?"
More than me.
Anybody
none?
else?
More than Fresh?
More than trash.
How about none? Zilch? Buckus? Nada? Nothing! Because I spent every last of my coin on you at the slave auction.
That was your
I'm
choice.
broke! We're sunk! Because I picked the wrong slaves.
You said last week.
Gives this long, drawn-out sigh as he just sits there, kind of stewing in his own self-despair. And he says, "Nonetheless, I have one last option. One last route to turn to. While you were all scampering about making fools of yourself and doing absolutely nothing, I called in a favor. A familial favor. My cousin will be arriving at the fort shortly. I've called her help, because I think she's, well, better suited to handle these than all of you combined."
Sure.
Well, when you put it like that...
He's just sitting there.
I mean, if that's what you think,
if you think more people to help with this, how it works.
Less work for me, I suppose.
So how is that going to increase the income?
It's not going to increase the income, it'll increase productivity, which will, by extension, increase the income. I feel like she will actually get some things done around here. Plus, it feels like you people are lacking leadership, proper, good, and true leadership. And listen, my cousin and I have never gotten along very well. She and I come from extremely different lifestyles. But nonetheless, she is efficient and capable of getting things done. With that said, I really do not want to deal with you today. Fresh, my darling, my dear useless darling, would you do me the great favor of going down into the cellar to retrieve a bottle of wine?
You got it, boss.
Wonderful. He just kind of slumps forward, slamming his head down into the table, and just kind of...
So... Song to make you feel better?
He looks up. What kind of song would make me feel better? Just play it.
I guess I'll roll it.
What do you play him? No, tell me. What do you play him, Uprising?
I wonder if he would like a...
You want to sing?
I wonder if he... No, I'm not going to sing. I'm playing on my violin.
Okay.
Down with the sickness on the violin.
Down with the sickness.
I'm honestly not sure if like a really classy, like sad song would make him more like into it.
Just play the world's saddest song on the world's smallest violin.
I don't know. I'll play that song.
Make a performance check.
I just did.
Oh damn.
Ooh.
Oh nice.
Oh,
nice. Yeah. You begin playing. He just looks at you, and just stares, and then he softly begins to weep.
Oh no!
And then
is that
you
dangerous
kind of,
for
you
him?
kind of like slow down for a second. He's like, "No, keep going. I love it."
Hobart comes over with a little handkerchief to try and dab away some of the tears.
Oh, he like just blows into it. I gave up my good career on this surface for this place.
Big honk.
Big honk. I gave up everything. This continues for some time as he's just kind of sobbing into this handkerchief.
Christ.
Can I roll like insight or perception? Oh, actually, probably investigation to find some decent quality wine down here, like something tucked away for the last 50 years or something.
Sure, make a perception check.
Perception.
And the cellar of
God damn it.
The cellar of Broiled Bees is an interesting thing. So essentially, as I've mentioned, Broiled Bees is this garishly furnished and decorated establishment of various red kind of. It has a lot of autumnal colors there of silks and very plush tapestries as well. And it's also been, while most of the fortress is stone, Broiled Bee has gone to the effort of adding actual wood paneling and wallpaper to this establishment. The same is pretty much true for the basement. The basement is less so, over decorated, and it's a stone chamber that you can tell that there's been a lot of renovation done to this space. It's probably about 20 feet by 30 feet, we're kind of like this kind of rectangular shape. That is, you don't really see the floor is stone, but the walls have been replaced with wood. Less so the expensive wood paneling you've seen out in the tap room. This is just more of an efficient wood covering. And there are various rows of wine here. There's various wine racks and numbers of bottles between reds and whites. Looking around, a few of the bottles have kind of gilded wax coverings. Some of it looks like there's goldish kind of wax in them. Some have red wax, some have blue wax. Sealing them, but nothing catches your eye as just extraordinary right off the bat.
Do that eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing and grab the one I land on.
Roll a d4 for me.
D4. There we go.
All right, so you go eeny, meeny, and just grab a bottle.
Nice.
And as you pull the bottle out of, this is one of the wine racks. It's flush up against the wooden wall. As you pull the bottle out, dozens of small spiders just kind of pour out of the hole.
Ew.
Yummy.
Crunch.
Are you gonna try to eat them?
Pardon?
Are you gonna try to eat them?
Yeah.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh God.
Oh, where's dexterity again? There it is.
Oh yeah, you just immediately just drop to the floor, tongue extended, and you just
God. Nasty.
Crunch.
Okay, real talk, completely out of character. Do you have any idea how fucking juicy spiders are if you're in a pinch?
God, nasty.
I don't know, but still. Sorry.
We got some spiders. Better drink my own
Good
piss.
job for knowing that.
Better drink my own piss.
Make a
slave owner's unhappy. Better drink his piss.
Hey, Fresh, make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
All right, you succeed.
Yes.
They're tangy.
Wow.
Got a nice kick
That's a
to
way
them.
to say it.
Nasty.
They got a nice kick. To them.
Chocolate.
Yep. Are you doing anything else now that you've eaten the spiders?
Yeah, I want to look where the spiders came from. If there's a hole behind the where I got the thingy out of, or if they've just been bunching up behind there.
Okay, yeah. Make a perception check.
Perception. Oh, for God's sake! Can I roll another one?
I haven't. Nothing has appeared.
Yeah,
for me
nothing
in
popped
chat.
up.
Oh, it's 9. 9 on my end. That's weird.
there it is.
There it is.
9. Well, it's not hard to spot. There is essentially the wooden wall in the back is heavily not necessarily rotted, but it looks like not only has it been chewed through, but there is a degree of intense discoloration on the wood that suggests some sort of either corrosive material or poisonous kind of substance that has just kind of discolored and warped the wood in places. But there is essentially this large hole in the wooden wall that's flush up against with the wine rack. You can see there's a couple of straggler spiders just kind of crawling out of there as well.
At this point, I'd like to just call Kianan down here. I think I need some some quality control advice. At this
All right.
point.
You just hear that echoing up from down in the cellar.
The call awaits, and I just like prep my collar and march on down.
Is Hobart still attending to Broiled Bee?
Yeah, Hobart's still attending to Broiled Bee.
I'm sorry, but the only thing I can imagine at that point is, have any of you watched Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch? Just that music playing when he says the game is on. Just
the game is on.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Like out loud, people begin to wonder where that's coming from.
Because now there's like two violin songs playing at the same time.
Like everyone else just looks up, and I just keep marching on. Like it's fine. This happens all the time.
Either that, or
Kiana's
just making the sounds with his mouth. Just being a complete
I'm casting minor illusion to make the sound.
Sounds.
Love it.
Can I please request that he cast minor illusion on a legit note?
Let's see if it's playing as an actual like orchestrated thing, or if it's just kazoos.
Please.
Oh my god, please.
You create
Kazoo nightmare.
If you create sounds volume, it can be your voice, a beating of drums, or any other. It's a singular sound. So, what instrument do you pick to play it, Cannon?
I picked the violin.
No! Why can't it be the kazoo?
Yeah,
I don't know what a kazoo is.
A violin begins to beautifully play this song from an otherwise show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Island's doing everything at the exact same time, so that's interesting.
So Kiana's down here now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm down there.
Yes, correct.
Kianan.
What do you
Have
need?
a look at this. Well, I got this wine, and then a nice snack came up, but there's this weird discoloration that I'm a bit concerned about. Can you have a wee look back there?
All right. I look at that.
Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing as I've described. You can see that there is a hole in the back of the wooden wall there, where a few more spiders have begun to crawl out from.
That delicious snack wouldn't happen to be spiders, would it?
No comment.
Okay, I'm going to assume that's a yes then. Looks like you have got a colony.
No, the thing is, this whole place is made out of stone, right? It's meant to be like tombs and shit.
I gesture to like the wood around.
Yeah. So, it looks like there's some cavern behind here. Do you reckon there's something behind this? Or is it not worth the investigation?
Well, I mean, if you want to go gallivanting around in your boyfriend's possible dungeon, that's fine. I don't think I could afford to.
Ew.
I roll to gallivant in my boyfriend's dungeon. Roll to gallivant.
Make a wisdom saving throw to decide if you should gallivant.
I choose to gallivant.
You choose to gallivant.
Yeah, you gallivant. It's great for a season, and then it turns terrible at the finale.
Oh my god.
So okay,
so I gallivant.
Tell me how you go about gallivanting.
Just by looking at the hole and the fact that it's rotted away a bit,
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine that it's pretty supple and bendy back there, so I just kind of shove my fist through it to make a bigger hole so I can get a better look through there.
Make a strength check.
Swear to God, if I don't have the strength to punch through some soggy, molten... Oh, god damn it.
Well, lucky for you, it's soggy.
Yay,
So it's not the most stable structure. As you just take your fist and just boom, punch what was formerly kind of like maybe like a 2-finger wide hole into a full fist-sized hole as you punch your arm going all the way into it.
I am used to that sentence.
I quit my job. I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm done here.
You know that gif where the guy has like shell shock and he's just staring into space, blinking twice? That's me.
Fresh, as you punch through, you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage. as you punch through the wall, hundreds of spiders, like these little spiders, just crawl into your fist and begin to bite you.
Cannon.
What?
You should totally put your fist in this thing. It feels great.
I see the spiders crawling on his arm, and I'm like,
yeah, it's like as you said that, you just see like 100 spiders just crawl out over his forearm and down his body.
I'll pass.
Can I roll some kind of constitution to try and keep a straight face throughout this entire situation? Pretend I don't notice the spiders.
Make a deception check.
Deception. Oh, goddammit.
Kianan, make an insight check. You just see Fresh's eye twitching as he just shakes off the unimaginable pain.
You should probably get that checked. There are probably several diseases you might have contracted just now.
Yeah, you got a good point there. Lean. I can't.
I'm upstairs.
Can you please yell for Lean? I don't have the strength.
I cast Minor Illusion again to change the violin to be playing what Lean's playing. And I'm like, Lean, you're wanted downstairs.
Wow. And I'm just like, oh. And I just stop playing and let it go and then come downstairs so that Broiled Bee doesn't even notice that I'm gone.
Nice. Love it.
I'm just like curious at this point, and I just like follow and be like, okay, what the fuck is happening?
Now we've got a distraction. Broiled Bee's crying.
And I'm just like, I get up and I just like kind of like back away slowly.
I come downstairs and I'm like, okay, what's going? And then I see Fresh and the spiders, and he's on the ground. I'm like,
okay. Yes, this happened.
Good fucking job, Fresh.
Fuck you, Valthiv.
What?
Lean, please. This hurts.
You what?
There's still spiders crawling off of him.
Please.
Spell slot?
Somebody.
You kidding? Jack.
Wait, what?
I don't want to waste a spell slot.
Yeah.
You can't.
Just spell slots.
So you essentially just kind of reach over to him and just begin like patting off, like
I can't hear
the
you,
various
Xander.
spiders. Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
You were a little quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, great. Uprising, can you hear me? Oh no.
Oh no.
Here, 1 second.
Uprising, no.
All right, how about now? Okay, good.
Okay, awesome.
Great. So, Lean, what you walk over and you just begin kind of like shaking the spiders off of Fresh, and just kind of very idly just tending to the hundreds of bite wounds he has all along his fist and forearm. I will say that just for these being just very simple small spiders, you heal like 3 HP from just Lean attending to your wounds.
Yeet. Thank you.
Applying a very basic salve.
Yay.
The spell slot.
Jan, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you didn't expect someone to lose as much health initially, or you did, and fuck you.
He told me to roll a certain amount of dice, and I rolled that certain amount of dice, so I will not comment further.
All right.
Good lord.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit down here and recover. Do any of you want to take any sort of initiative?
More spiders begin to crawl out of the hole.
Hey, Cannon, maybe how about you throw some like fire into the spider hole?
I mean, I guess. Can I shoot a firebolt into the spider hole?
You can definitely try.
That sounds like a really weird euphemism.
So you throw the firebolt. Cannon, tell me how big you think a firebolt is.
Just a small one. Just a small one.
It's not too big. Like 2 inches, 3 inches, maybe.
Okay. So you throw it at a very awkward angle, and it just kind of goes into the hole. But also a little bit of that part of the wine rack begins to smolder. But you then get the very strong smell of what must be burning spiders, as you can see that the fire has illuminated what seems to be a larger chamber behind the wall. And you see a lot of spiders in there before the light goes out.
All right.
And then the spiders begin to come out faster. And faster. And faster. Let's roll initiative.
That's a shit ton of spiders.
Because a few hundred spiders have just crawled out of the hole and are now attacking you guys.
Do you reckon they're friendly?
I hope so. Wow. That was not a very good initiative, huh?
Me too.
My God.
Damn, I got
I'm
26.
not even there. You guys are getting killed by spiders.
Yep, it's great. I love my job. So,
what the fuck?
So first off in the initiative order is going to be Fresh.
Yay.
Eat them all.
I roll to unhinge my jaw like a snake.
Oh, God.
Sure.
No, please, God, no, not that. Trying to think what kind of thing a rogue can actually do against an army of 100 or so spiders.
It's about 300 spiders.
Okay, 300. Okay, but that's more manageable. As long as I know how many there are, it's all good.
As long as you know.
Ooh, can I work on a technicality?
What is that technicality, sir?
Fancy footwork. Oh wait, hold on. No, that's not how it works. I was trying to think that, you know, when you move away from something or something moves away from you, you have the opportunity to attack it. And I just wait until certain amounts of them go away from me and attack them all because on a technicality.
I will say that is unlikely given the fact that they're spiders and have an intelligence of like 1.
Okay. Fuck, what do I actually have apart? All of my attacks are very directional. I don't have any wide sweeping ones. Can I just run?
You just want to book it upstairs? Sure. You just
I'm gonna hide behind
Grilby.
Better idea.
Oh,
better idea. I'm gonna go upstairs and grab Grilby and use his hair as a torch to ward them away from me.
Okay, first of all, I want you to tell me how you're gonna. Okay, how do you go about convincing Broiled to do this? I want to hear your thing here.
I don't need to convince him. He's in shock. He's in grief, and I'm just gonna go in there, pick him up, and take him downstairs before he gets the chance. So persuasion. Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, so as you just run upstairs and you grab Broiled Bee, and immediately he's like, "Get off me! What are you doing? Can't you see that I'm in a state?" You've moved all of your movement just to get back upstairs, so that's your turn pretty much.
I'm away from the spiders. Good luck, guys.
You're away from the spiders.
All right.
Cannon.
Sorry about the hole.
Okay, so, is the little smoldering on the wine rack, does it look like it's going to smolder any further?
Make a survival check.
Okay.
Just to see if you can discern that. You think it's fine. It doesn't look like it's going to catch fire, do you?
It's fine. All right.
This is fine.
All right. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion back in the hole and make the sound of, "Hey, there's water in there," to put you spiders out. Try and fool them to going back.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
You cast what kind of water are we talking here?
Just like
how great of a rush?
Like not too great, obviously. Otherwise, it would flood them away. I'm talking like a couple of steady raindrops and shit.
Is it just a sound or a visual?
It's the sound.
Okay, sounds great. Make just for funsies, make it just a charisma check with that.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's you rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm.
What is? Hold on. I need to consult the monster manual real quick.
Good lord.
What is the charisma of a spider? I think it's 1, but I just want to make sure. A swarm of spiders.
Spiders.
When I was a little girl, I had the fear of spiders.
It's true.
Spiders. Did any of you watch Road to El Dorado? Where that one guy pronounced it spiders for some fucking reason.
I have just a stupid Aztec accent.
So you rolled an 8, it rolled a 9 total. So it doesn't look like it's affected most of the spiders. They're continuing to flow out toward you guys. So they seem extra determined.
Okay.
So
determined spiders.
Is that all you can do on your turn?
I think minor illusion is an action, so unless I want to fucking book it.
Do you want to book it?
Yeah, I'm booking it. I ain't dealing with spiders. That's not my job description. I'm quality control.
Exactly. You begin booking it. Lean, you're alone. And it's
Valthiv's down there too, right?
I'm there too.
Valthiv, are you in the basement?
Yeah, I followed.
Oh, okay, sure. You're in the basement. So it's Lean and Valthiv alone with a bunch of spiders. And now it's the spider's turn. So the first swarm is going to go straight for you, Lean.
But
And they hundreds of spiders begin to crawl up all in your business, and they begin to bite you.
You said that.
They rolled a 5 to hit, so that does not hit. So essentially, as these spiders are crawling all over you, you're quick to respond, swiping them off, stomping them out, really just trying to get them off of you. The second swarm is coming for you, Lean. That's a natural 20. And the third swarm is going for Valthiv. That is a 15 to hit. What's your AC?
18.
Oh, well, that same deal with you. You're just kind of like sweeping your claws around, keeping the spiders at bay, eating a couple, I assume?
Probably.
Gotcha. So, Lean, you're gonna... The second, as you were sweeping off that first swarm of spiders, the second one crawled all up in your back, crawling into your hair, slipping in between your clothes, and beginning to bite. You're going to take... You're going to take... What's your HP?
23.
That's never a good question to hear.
You're fine. You take 18 points of damage.
What? No, I'm fine.
Because you're not at 0. You're fine.
Left, so
these spiders, man.
There's like hundreds of them crawling over you and biting directly into like her neck and all over her face too.
Good lord!
It's horrifying.
It's probably because I'm smaller and I have a smaller surface area. These stupid spiders.
Now it's Valthiv's turn.
Okay. I help like Lean by like trying to like help smack the spiders off of her.
Sure, you can make an attack.
Sure. Like, what would I do for that?
Well, Lean, what's your AC?
It's 14.
Great. So, you need the spider's AC is lower than Lean's AC. If you roll a 14 or higher, you will damage the spiders and Lean. That is what I will do.
But do I have to like attack them?
I mean, you can,
or just like try to like brush them off.
I mean, yeah, you can attempt to make a dexterity check. I will tell you, it has like little difference. I mean, yeah, you begin to like immediately like swat spiders off of Lean, kind of just like running your hand along her and like flicking big clumps of spiders out of her hair and off of her skin. I mean, they're immediately falling to the ground and crawling back into the swarm to attack. That's not your action. That was a free action. You can still do something if you want.
Mm-hmm. I just like turn to Lean and is like, "Hey, Lean, we should probably fucking go."
Well, I'm going to once I can get.
Well, yeah, like, can I like pick you up and fucking go?
You can certainly do that. I will say that Lean. I'm not gonna have you roll to pick up Lean because Lean is smaller than you. So I'll let you pick up Lean, but all 3 swarms will get opportunity attacks against you, Valthiv.
If
If you want to run away.
Oh god, now I have a fucking choice. I'm not prepared for this game.
I have devised a plan.
I have a plan.
Lane, what's your plan?
Well,
Hey, no metagaming.
shut up, Fresh. You're upstairs. I still have 2 vials of butterscotch from freaking that one thing. So I was thinking maybe I can smash one on the ground and then that might distract them because they might want the butterscotch instead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easy food.
Sure, but
stupid food.
Well, it's still Valthiv's turn, so we can address that.
In that case, then, all right, Lean. In case, I'm gonna help you out a little bit. And I'm gonna do some healings. Sure.
Yep, you heal 6 HP. Lean.
And then I'm just gonna like in the meantime, like get my warhammer out and start like swinging.
Okay, that was your turn to cast Healing Word. So.
Healing Word's a bonus action.
Never mind.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Oh wait, yeah, so you can still make an attack if you want.
Yeah, for like nearby ones.
Sure. Great. So you just begin smashing spiders on the ground with your warhammer. Roll the damage.
This is gonna bite me in the ass later.
8. Great. Phenomenal. Splat, you just begin, like, you catch a few spiders. They're very quick, but you definitely splat a few with your warhammer. That's your turn. Lean!
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw one of my vials of butterscotch, like, kind of far away from me and Valthiv so that, like, they'll go in that direction instead.
You can certainly try.
You know?
Okay, so you want to throw, where do you want to throw the vials? Like the other end of the room?
One, because they're kind of big.
Okay.
Just at the other end of the room.
So just, yeah, just roll a check to throw it, which is just a dexterity check with proficiency, I guess.
Advantage.
Why advantage?
I mean, you said proficiency. I don't know what I do about that.
Proficiency is you add your proficiency bonus.
That's automatic.
Great. So yeah, you just huck the vial across the room, and it shatters, spilling sweet butterscotch everywhere.
Delicious.
All 3 swarms of spiders seem to be attracted to the butterscotch. Luckily enough.
In this case, I'm
gonna
gonna
crawl away from you guys and going towards the pile of butterscotch on the ground.
Well, I'm gonna fucking bolt it.
Great, you fucking bolting it. Yeah, and you just run upstairs.
Perfect.
All right.
Is it my turn again?
Well, we're out of combat now.
Oh, damn! I had a plan.
Valthiv is still downstairs, but can Valthiv just run because the spiders are now eating?
I mean, if Fresh still wants to do something, yes, you can still do something. I'm saying we're out of initiative order now.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, I want to make a quick grab for this pretentious-looking ascot that Dingus has. This one here. I want to rip that off his chest.
Yep. I'm gonna walk up to Cannon and just rip off his ascot.
Yeet. Then using it, then I rip because I've still got this wine bottle. You see, I rip off the top, shove that down there, put it against Grilby's hair, and then quickly run back down to the basement.
Oh God!
Oh,
is that an acceptable thing that I can try to do?
Make a survival check.
Oh God!
Can he also make a check opposed to mine? Because I want to keep the ascot.
Make a sleight of hand check first of all. Fresh.
Clicked it, but it's not working. Hey,
okay.
I think.
Keanon, make a dexterity save. I'll say, or dexterity check.
Oh, you fucker!
It's the same score for both. So
Fresh reaches for your ascot, but you just slap his hand out of the way.
Bad touch.
Okay, then I reach for Lean's scarf.
Oh Fresh, I hate you so so much.
Okay.
You always do
Okay, is
this
there
to me.
something cloth around me? Let's try that. Bit of
Your pants. I'm kidding.
bit of investigation. Is there something cloth?
I mean, this place is covered in like silks and tapestries.
Cool. I'll grab some silk.
Oh my god.
Make a sleight of hand check to see if.
Grabbing all this silk.
Broiled Bee doesn't even notice as you snatch one of his many silk banners from the room and just make a survival check to see if your plan works.
Oh fuck!
So, fun fact: this silk isn't really taking the fire that well.
Okay, can I get another sleight of hand to find something else, like a bit of fabric?
Nope.
Oh my god.
You're just there, kind of struggling. And that is when you all hear the door open.
Which door?
The main door.
Okay.
The door.
And standing in that doorway, you see a well-built, like kind of reddish brown-skinned female with fiery red long hair, with a very large axe strapped to her back.
Did we determine if we know her already or not?
I don't know. We'll just play it out in the moment.
All right.
Oh gosh.
I will say
Great,
that,
thanks.
yeah, let's say that Cannibal Conspiracy and Underdark are in different timelines.
Okay, so they're different things. So Pyro would not know them.
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Okay.
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 What do I need to roll to do that Fonz thing? There's a kind of lean against something and go, "Hey." Looking
My
at
reaction is still the same. I'm just like, oh.
You want to lean up against the newcomer? You want to lean up against the newcomer and go, "A"?
Yeah, looking at Lean trying to go for 2 for 2 in this fire genasi shit.
All right, great. So,
I mean, if he does that, is there any way to move away from it so he falls on his face?
well, yeah. I mean, if that's
Pyro
what
has no idea who this guy is. He's literally just walking up to going, "Hey."
this cat humanoid just walks up and goes, "A."
Yeah, the Tabaxi walking up to me. No.
I'm just like sweating. I'm just like, oh.
Fresh, you just step up to the Genasi female, going for your move, and she immediately just sidesteps, and you just fall onto the ground.
She just kind of looks over and then looks over at like the table where her like the familiar face is at. And just like, I'm not surprised to see you like this.
Oh, shut up! Can't you see I'm in a state? I've had a bad week.
You've had a bad life since you decided to move down here, dear cousin.
Yeah, it's like when you watch his like Broiled Bee's accent slips for a second. He says, "I did not come down here. I did not come down here on purpose. I came down here for very specific reasons that I do not wish to disclose for the time being."
She just raises an eyebrow and then
And
crosses her arms.
Broiled Bee just kind of crosses his arms, sits kind of rigidly in his chair, looking down.
All right.
Howdy, boy.
Hobart leaves the handkerchief with him and goes back up onto my shoulder. He's kind of staring at the newcomer.
Cousin, I'd like you to meet my staff, and by staff I mean slaves. I own them, I bought them, and they've disappointed me, hence why I called you here.
She kind of purses her lips and just says, Again, I'm not too surprised.
I cough awkwardly.
Horribly efficient. These people are horribly efficient. I need you to wrangle them, get them to do something. We're in a bit of a bad place right now, and we'll probably all die if we can't get our act together. So, family business as usual.
This might be your business, but it's not mine.
Well, you came.
Because I figured you have something of value.
What do you want? I have stuff and things.
That will depend on the job that you're requiring of me. She has this like shit-eating grin though too, because she kind of has the idea of looking at her cousin like, I fucking knew it. You should have listened to me.
At this point, can Fresh just speak up, saying,
What?
Sorry, can you
What?
can you repeat that one more time, facing up this time?
"If I may interject,
Yes.
to tall fire lady, if you're after something, there's something pretty cool in the basement."
It's spiders. I'm going to say right now it's spiders. You'll have to excuse Fresh and Nightfall.
I'm sorry.
And
There's a lot of
immediately-
spiders.
Broiled Bee immediately becomes rigid and he says, Spiders? In
There's
my
a lot.
establishment? Spiders in my establishment?
It's more likely than you'd think.
No!
Hell yeah.
Nope! He just begins to
Pyro just kind of starts bursting out laughing. Just
No! Spiders! Never spiders! No! 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 Don't have this
Oh,
in my-
this. It was a good idea to come down here. I needed the laugh.
Shut up! Go! Go! Shut up! You four better go down there and start fixing this immediately. I don't want spiders in my establishment. They frighten me.
Right now, they're busy eating some butterscotch, but that's a temporary solution.
Maybe you should go kill them and make it a permanent solution, little.
They almost
fucking
killed
happening.
me!
Wait, quick question. Out of character.
Yes.
Is the fire still going on down there? I know something was singed. Or is that still a thing? Or
You don't know.
well, shit.
Oh my
Remember
God.
that there might be a fire.
It looks fine to me.
Hey.
I mean, I didn't look at it, but so
She kind of looks around at the group and
I
then
was
says,
too distracted by spiders.
she kind of looks around at the group and she
Nope.
says,
I
"Wow,
don't remember any spiders.
this group really is something."
Can I roll to smell if there might be a fire coming from the basement?
Make a perception check.
I just rolled a history natural 1, so I don't remember fuck all.
Smell smoke.
Oh.
Coming from the 2 fire people.
You smell smoke coming from the basement.
Hey guys!
Yeah.
Yes?
I start looking really nervous. I smell smoke coming from the basement, and I think we should maybe go down there.
Oh, yes,
you
of
guys
course.
have fun with. You guys have fun with that. Fire and fur does not mix.
Oh, I can deal with
Fire
that.
and
As
flesh
we've
doesn't
One
learned.
simple
mix.
exception.
Except what?
With one simple exception. At which point I wait, hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh my God!
I wink
Oh
at I wink at Grilby. Broiled Bee.
Broiled blushes.
Yes.
Tell me I catch that.
There's a fire!
You do.
Whatever. She again gives Roby the shit-eating grin of like, wow. And then just keeps, and then goes over to the basement.
And then, well, as you like give him that look, he goes, "What? He's quite proficient. Don't judge me."
Yes.
I wasn't judging you for that. That's just one of the many things that is being judged right now. But that's not our problem. And then she will go to the basement.
All right.
I follow.
Yeah, I'm going to check
Time to
on.
go to the basement.
Is there really a fire down there?
Oh god, the entire wine rack is up in smoke and flames.
Oh God!
It's
Jesus.
a roaring inferno just occupying
Oops.
that entire chunk of the wine rack.
So it's more than 5 feet, you would say.
I'd say it's probably closer to 10, yes.
Okay, yeah, then I can't put it out with pyrotechnics.
Oh, good Lord.
You can put out half of it.
I just wave everyone goodbye as they venture off into the fire. I'll just cuddle Grilby for a bit.
If this fresh isn't going down there, like, do I notice that?
Probably.
I want to chuck him in there.
You fucker.
If we
Throw his ass.
Just grab him by like the hood or something and throw him.
Mhm.
What do I roll? Or do I have to?
Make a strength check.
Okay. Oh. That's sad.
You know when, for those of you who have owned cat-
We got a subscription! Thank you, Frankie Las Vegas, for the subscription!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frankie. You're the best. We love you.
Thank you, Frankie.
So, for those of you who own a cat, you know when a cat kind of attaches itself to something, and when you pull, they're just like they won't move. That's
Oh.
fresh with Broiled Bee. He has his claws just kind of digging into Broiled Bee, and you pull him, and he doesn't move at all.
Or at least I do move, but it's only like the belly.
Yeah,
just
Like one
Pyro
claw
just
gets unhinged.
looks at Broadby and says, "You're quite pathetic when it comes to your slaves, aren't you?"
Shut up! Shut up!
All right.
Just shut up.
And then we'll go down and just say, I'll fix your little pet's mess then," with a wave.
Then you go downstairs. Before we get downstairs, fresh, after just a moment of some half-hearted cuddling, Broiled Bee says, "Can you fetch me a snack from the pantry? I'm feeling quite famished."
A what, sorry?
Can you fetch me a snack from the pantry? I'm feeling famished.
I do the thing.
Okay, go to the pantry.
Spiders.
We'll talk about the pantry in a second.
Okay.
So, for those of you who are down in the basement, it is kind of an inferno in development down there.
I swear to God, if there's more spiders in the pantry, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Okay, I actually am looking at pyrotechnics, and it says the target is one fire source up to a 20-foot cube.
Oh, so you can probably extinguish it.
Probably put it out.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Whoa.
All right, yeah, I'm going to cast pyrotechnics and put out the fire.
Shoop! It immediately just snuffs out like a candle.
Nice.
Well, that was easy.
That solves one problem.
You can see that the damage to the wine rack is fairly extensive in that 10 that space.
Mhm.
It is gone through a number of the wine racks. But for the most part, it seems like a lot of the bottles that it seems like only like 2 bottles may have exploded in the process.
Okay.
Nothing really that bad.
Janet, if you can fix that easily, do you have something like a arachnotechnics or something?
I have one of those. It's called "Get Your Stupid Ass Down Here."
I'm in the pantry. Fuck you.
There is still a very large amount of spiders just kind of clustered towards the back of the wine cellar.
So now what?
Is there any sort of way? Spiders don't like fire, right? They were like, okay. Can I produce a small controlled flame in my hand and direct them into whatever I can find that would make them leave? So I'm assuming there is that giant gaping hole that somebody made,
which is now bigger because of the fire having destroyed a part of that wall as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to create a controlled fire in my hand because I can. Genasi, woo!
Sure. Also,
Fire.
make a survival check to try and shepherd them in that direction.
Okay, we'll see how this goes.
With advantage for the fire.
Yay!
Actually, no, because it's fire, make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, is your survival your higher?
Hey! No, it's not. That's not bad. I'll take that.
All right.
Please.
Xander, are you asleep?
I was wondering if I was cutting out again.
Oh no, it seems as
No, I think it might be Xander.
Oh no!
Xander.
Oh no, Xander, come back to us!
Now it is the Xander who has vanished.
No!
Oh god! We'll never know.
Whatever he did last time worked, so.
All right.
We'll never know.
Join us next time.
Gone and everything is fine.
Hey, I can hear you. I can hear you.
What was the last thing you guys heard me say?
Well, you
make
rolled
an intimidation
something.
check.
And I did.
Really?
I got 16, yeah.
Yeah, I narrated for 30 seconds after that. Okay, so I said that very successfully with keeping them at arm's length. You managed to successfully shepherd all the spiders back into the hole. And that hole is now probably about the size of Lean.
Okay.
Fresh in the pantry.
Oh,
sorry.
You step into the walk-in pantry of the Broiled Bee's kitchen. What do you wanna? What kind of snack do you want to give your schnookums?
Any coal in here?
Coal?
I don't know. What a fried Genasi's like. That's a genuine question. Okay, no.
You can ask.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the assumption that I've spent the last week catering to his every whim, so I know what he wants.
He likes food. Typically pretentious Gordon Ramsay food.
Okay, I want to get some curled up cucumber with some kind of paste
creme
in the middle.
fraiche.
Some creme fraiche. I'll just dunk the thing in creme fraiche and hummus.
Oh,
There you go.
It sounds good.
A few olives on the side.
Just a
Great.
few.
Yeah. And as you're assembling the meal, you hear this little coming from the pantry.
God.
Eat it. Eat it.
I don't like the sound of that.
You're a cat. That's what you're made for.
That sounds tasty. Whatever that is, it sounds tasty. What do I need to roll to find out what the fuck that is? I do
Perception check.
Perception. Perception. Oh, good God.
It's not hard. Well, no, it's not hard to track because you're like right, actually, kind of like next to it. There is a small, little. There's this like small like hogshead barrel of some sort of sugar, and you hear the noise. You kind of lean down, and there is a hole chewed into that hogshead barrel. You can also see that there's a bit of like sugar that's just kind of like scattered out onto the floor, and it sounds like the noise is coming from within the hogshead barrel.
Which side is the hole?
The backside.
Backside. Right. Give me just a sec. Yep, I'm gonna ignore it. Just gonna completely flat out ignore it and make the little meal as fast as I can and fuck off.
All right, you ignore the sound, you make the meal, and you fuck off. Great. Back in the basement.
Right.
What is happening?
Is Pyro just kind of like sighs and runs a hand through her hair, like, oh, he has always been getting himself into trouble.
Do you think we should? You can go.
What?
I was gonna say she turns to Kiana because Kiana was the one who like put out the fire, right?
Yeah. I just like snapped my fingers and the fire went out.
Yeah. She just looks over and says, that was very clever of you.
Well, I wouldn't say it's especially clever. It's just, oh look, there's fire. Put it out. Anyone could do it if they're magical.
Well, not everyone has that good fortune.
Fair enough. Anyway, I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Kiana Nunez, and I pull out a business card.
She just kind of looks at it, cocks her head, and then just like tucks it away.
Wow.
And she like reaches out a hand. Pyro.
All right, I shake her hand.
Yeah.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Pyra.
She gives a warm smile.
Hobart gives a warm blip.
No, it's cute.
So before we get into the whole like friendly introductions and stuff, maybe we should block this exit, the spider exit.
You're correct.
It's lean shaped. Can we just like plug it with lean?
You're upstairs.
Shut up!
I
You're
know.
not even here.
I know. I just want
Is there like a giant board or anything?
Not really.
Wait, is it easier to see into the hole now?
It's dark in there. If you shine the light, you might be able to see in there.
Do I still have
I
my
cast
fire
dancing
button?
lights.
Great.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. So you cast dancing lights, and you want to look inside the hole?
I'll look inside the hole.
Great.
Oh,
So
God.
the lights dance into the hole, the lean-sized hole, revealing this kind of maybe 10-foot stone kind of walls, like behind the wall space that kind of seems to be a sort of like, it seems like Grillby boarded up what may have been some sort of tunnel in the wall
Who's
previously. Like Broiled Bee. Guys, listen, man, I can't even keep track of my puns sometimes. And it looks like he has boarded up this section of the wall for perhaps this infestation reason or just for security reasons. But there are, I mean, the spiders that you herded back into are there, and they've kind of like redistributed to just kind of chilling out in various places. They don't seem to be as threatened now that there isn't a giant ball of fire being shot at them. The tunnel does continue down a bit. It's wide enough for like a single file line, but not much. It just kind of goes off into the darkness.
Okay, I'm kind of curious to where that like tunnel goes, but like should probably get fresh too.
Yeah, let's maybe not go into that right now. Let's work on just sealing this off.
Right.
If we seal it, then we can't go in it.
Well, we can unseal it.
I guess that's fair.
Do I
But
remember
also-
anything of what Broiled Bee has been doing? Because it
No.
would. Okay, my lovely cousin did not keep me updated.
Not in the slightest.
That's fair.
All right, treasure chest in my backpack because I have the diplomats pack, but I don't know if that would help.
Just plug it with a treasure chest.
I mean, can I move? Like, how big is the hole compared to like one of the racks for the line?
Well, so I mean, you could move one of the racks back in front of it, like readjust some of them. That would block it off from larger things, but the spiders would still be able to crawl through the holes in the wine rack. It's it's those diamond-shaped wine racks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And with like an open back that's flush against the wall, they don't have like a wood paneling back that could block off the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, are there any like large boxes in here?
There is towards the back of the wine cellar, large in the term of like the largest.
Like, if I took the top off of one, could I use that to block the hole?
Potentially.
Okay. I want to grab one of the largest boxes I can find, or like the top of one of them.
Great. How are you securing this lid to the hole?
That is an excellent question. She I feel like she kind of like rips it up and then just says like, this seems like the right size. Do we need something to seal it to our little happy entryway?
I could try to use mending to like make a small hinge for it, but I'm not sure if I could undo that.
I think as long as it's done.
Mending can only fix previously broken things. You can't attach something to another thing with it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me double check. Let me see if there's enough vagueness in this phrasing of this.
Is it vague enough to work?
Allow that. Is it vague enough to work? Let's find out.
Yeah.
It says this spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch. Yeah, so it's a break.
Okay, yeah.
Technically, I broke the board. It would be fixing it, but it's just fixing it to a different surface.
That doesn't work.
Oh. Damn it! I tried to fight for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not awesome enough to work like setting the grease on fire was.
I have a jeweler's kit. Could they have anything in there?
Yeah, like maybe they just like weekly set it there.
Jeweler's kits. Actually, I have Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and it tells me exactly what it now tells me exactly what's in a jeweler's kit. So let's find out there's something in a jeweler's kit that will. Let's find out, because Xanathar's Guide to Everything is a great book. Let me find the table of contents.
It is Xanathar.
It's Xanathar. His Guide to Everything, featuring Goldfish Shilgar.
Okay, I know you need to know exactly what is in a jeweler's kit in case there's a situation exactly like this. When all you have is a jeweler's kit, and you want to put up like a blocking of a hole.
Here, I'm gonna read the actual description for jeweler's kit in Xanathar's voice.
Okay.
Here, for jeweler's tools. Training with jeweler's tools includes the basic techniques needed to beautify gems. It also gives you expertise in identifying precious stones. Jeweler's tools consist of small saw, hammer, a small saw and hammer, files, pliers, and tweezers.
We got a hammer.
Yeah, but nothing to nail things with.
I have a bigger hammer.
It's not about the size, Valthiv.
We have lots of hammers, but no nails. What about artisan's tools? They have there's like a million types of artisan's tools, so it's always really vague. But is there anything about that with Xanathar?
I have a spiky bone we could use as a nail. Maybe.
Well, it would probably break.
Yeah, no one try.
I mean, honestly, if we're having issues with this, we could just go up and ask if he has any nails.
He probably does.
I would think so.
Go up and ask.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just ask Kiana because he's not doing anything right now.
Broiled Bee, do you have any nails?
Yes. Why?
Because we're going to plug up the hole they were in.
What hole?
You know,
Did you put a hole about it?
There's more laughter from Pyro. She's just loving this.
Listen, do you think spiders just appear out of nowhere? No, they go through holes.
Have you heard of phase spiders, Kianan?
No.
They are spiders that literally appear out of nowhere.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure these are not phase spiders, so there you go.
Damn it, fix it then.
That's why we're asking for the nails!
That's why we need the nails! Well,
they're in the tool cabinet!
Alright, I go up to the cabinet to get the nails.
You get the nails.
Alright, I come back with the nails.
You come back with the nails.
Yay!
I have the nails!
You have the nails.
Yes, thank you for doing the rule of thirds with me.
Okay, so people are nailing it. I'll hold the box, the top steady while people nail the nails into the board.
And you hammer the lid over the hole. It's not the best job, but it should keep the brunt of things out.
Nice.
For now.
Good enough.
Alright.
This is legit.
Alright, just kind of sighs and looks over at them like, have you been working for my cousin long?
Too long.
Longer than I would have liked.
Long, but it feels like a really, really long time.
Let's face it, any amount of time with him feels like a really, really long time.
That's true.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Just like,
I never liked the
sweating
kind of
again.
trading. I never liked the kind of trading he does. Which kind of like makes a face of like. But we might as well see what he's trying to get you to do this time.
All right.
So we go up to Broiled Bee, I guess. Yes.
Go back upstairs.
You go back to the tap room where Fresh is currently spoon feeding Broiled Bee.
This is sad.
Does Valthiv say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay, you know that scene from The Incredibles where Mrs. Incredibles is feeding Jack right at the beginning? Yeah. Can I please?
Yeah, and as you guys get up there, Broiled Bee goes, "Did you help the spiders?"
Kind of holds back a left, like, yeah, we did.
Shut up. Listen, I've had a bad day. Let me eat in peace. Spiders are dead. Everything's fine. I heard something about a hole. What is this about a hole?
It's a hole that's plugged, cousin.
It's okay, baby. Don't worry about the hole. Just eat this. And I shove something else in his mouth.
Hey, thanks for the bits,
again, like, this time, Pyro just puts a hand over her mouth, like,
thanks for the bits. Thank you.
Thank you for the bits, Sketch.
Thank you for the bits.
But yeah, while I shove more food in Broiled Bee's mouth, I just say, there's something in a barrel in the pantry. You guys want to go check that out?
What? And like Broiled Bee, all the food.
This time, it like literally looks like Pyro's about to like double it.
Broiled Bee's hair is practically a mohawk at this point of just flame.
He's funny.
Really mad.
And Pyro's is just like so low, she's loving every bit of this.
Can I quickly just put on an oven mitt and try and straighten it out, like stroke his hair, calm it down?
Please tell me.
What do I need to roll to calm it down with?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Please tell me the mitt catches on fire.
Make a con. Actually, no. Sorry. Make a con save. Make a con save.
A what save?
Constitution
save.
No, fuck. That's even worse.
5 points of fire damage.
That's fair. Do I at least calm him down?
A little bit, like his flame dies down as your flesh roasts on his scalp.
I'm serious, Fresh. You should really get that arm checked out.
That was the wounded arm, so now it's just this singed, heavily insect-bitten, deformed thing now.
Good job, Fresh.
Good lord.
You know, Scary Movie 2. You know the servant in that? That's kind of what Fresh's hand is turning into at this point.
Oh,
Fresh, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
just looks like Broiled Bee like, I'm almost 100% sure, or at least I am hoping that this isn't what you brought me in for. As much as I'm enjoying myself and this time that you'd have me spend
No,
here.
I brought you in for a much more important political kind of ordeal that has to do with drow and things that need killing and figuring out because I need money, but apparently we are overridden with vermin, and I think that takes precedence for the time being. So until further notice, your job is to kill the vermin and kill the source.
That sleight of hand was to interrupt his little monologue and put more food into his mouth.
What?
I think I
like,
succeeded.
your job is to kill the Is that creme fraiche?
Oh,
Hey,
Holy
thanks, Electric
shit.
Bulb, for the bits.
yay! Thank you.
And,
You
and
are
finally,
you are
Queen Creeps has been dethroned as the top bits donator.
Yay!
Fucking Queen Creep.
Fuck you! How dare you? Don't donate
dare
to
you donate
$6 and
money?
instead $5.
How dare
How dare.
So
you do this to yourself?
he swallows the food and he says, "Oh yeah, kill the vermin, stop the infestation, and then we'll talk about the rest of the job. Good day. I'm going to my room." He just gets up and walks away in a huff.
Pyro still has the most shit-eating grin on her face, and she's just like, "Oh, this was the best day. I needed this."
Well,
But yeah, there's something in the pantry. I could not be arsed with it on my own. Making some weird noises.
What kind of noises?
noises weren't coming from you.
It's at this point that I tried to imitate the noise directly into Lean's ear.
Fresh, no, not the bedroom noises, the noises you heard in the barrel.
Fucking hell.
Kara just like has her hands on her hips and she just goes over to the pantry because she's like, "This is great."
I love how much Pyro
follow
You
her
just
and
lo-
try to
you
ignore
hate to
her.
watch her go, but you love to watch her leave. You know,
Yeah.
she's got that kind of power walk.
Yeah.
What kind of thing is in the pantry?
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it,
Catchy all
K-Tro.
taking the big spot with 700 bits. Thank you.
Oh wow! Thank you so much.
There's a bit war.
The bit war.
It's a bit war. I'm certainly not going to object.
Me either.
Whoever donates 800 bits will get a personalized thumbs up from me at the other side of the non-webcam provided screen.
Hey. All right, but what the heck is in the pantry?
Yeah.
You going to
let's
the pantry?
find out.
Yeah, we're going to the pantry.
Great. So here's what happened.
Oh God.
You
Oh,
all,
it's not
as you open the pantry, you see now there are several food stores that have been chewed through, and there are about maybe 10, maybe 12. Wait, sorry, actually, hold on. Sorry, more like 36. I had to double check the number there. 36.
That's a very big difference.
I had to check. 36 rats crawling all up in the pantry. And but these aren't regular rats. All of these rats, you can see, have their brains exposed, and their brains give off a very slight glow. And they all, as you open the pantry, slowly turn and look at you, and their eyes are also glowing the same color as their brains.
Aww.
Honestly, Pyro just has another grin on her face, like, this should definitely be interesting.
And they're just staring right now.
We were eating out of the same place that these things were?
Yep, looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to roll an intimidation roll.
That stealth roll was to leave, by the way.
So, Fresh, you just duck out of there.
God damn it, Fresh.
Oh, damn it, Fresh.
Fresh, you coward.
I've lost
Fresh
too
is-
much health, okay?
Fresh
I'm
is a
not gonna
scaredy
die
cat.
today. I am not
Fresh,
dying this session.
what are you at right now?
What is your health, Fresh?
Right now I'm at 14, but it hasn't even been an hour and a half, okay?
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Shut up.
So, is anybody doing anything? These rats are currently just staring back.
I mean, is there any way to know what they're thinking? Is there any way to kind of assess whether or not they're going to attack?
Yeah.
A high enough intelligence for me to detect thoughts.
Thoughts, you say?
I know, but is there any way to kind of... I guess assuming from the way that they're situated, the way that they're sitting and staring, are they in fear? Are they more, agitated?
And, okay, great. So, as you're kind of, thinking this, you all hear, including you, Fresh, who you ducked away, this kind of collective chittering voice that appears in the back of your brain, saying,
We would appreciate if you close the door.
We'd appreciate if we find a better place to eat.
Lean closes the door.
I feel like Pyro says that and Lean just closes the door. It's like,
well,
Lean.
Sorry, they're so weird.
We're not going to get rid of them by closing the door. They're just going to eat everything.
They just asked us to close the door. They're being polite.
Pyro just raises an eyebrow. Is there an eye hole or lock hole?
No, not to the pantry. I mean, there's a lock hole, so you can look through that, yeah.
I'm gonna look through that and see if they're just like devouring everything.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
And while she's doing that, since I still stealthed, I didn't specify where I stealthed, can I just, like, sleight of hand to poke one of the exposed brains? See what happens.
Oh my god!
You're not, are you still in the pantry?
I'm in the pantry, I'm just very well hidden.
Oh.
I don't want to explain how. I don't know. Like,
Sure.
You're like hiding at the very top of the pantry. You like poke them with your tail.
He's just hiding behind a cardboard cutout of Gordon Ramsay.
Yep, make a sleight of hand check. Of course, Gordon Ramsay in this universe is also a fire genasi.
Hey!
And okay. Okay.
See,
So
and Chef Gusteau from
So
Ratatouille.
do I see Fresh then? Or
So here's what you see. Here's what you see.
Okay.
You glance through and you see Fresh reaching out and poking one of the rat's exposed brains. All of the rats immediately turn and then leap onto Fresh.
Your friend's about to die, and the Pyro just kicks open the door.
So Fresh, hold on, let's resolve this first. Fresh, what's your AC?
my AC is 14.
14. Great. What's your wisdom score, by the way?
Wait, where is that? Wisdom 14.
14. Right. Great. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can indeed. It's not the worst.
Okay. So you feel some sort of psionic energy blast into your brain, but you're able to shake it off before it affects your mind of whatever effect it may have had, right as Pyro kicks down the door. You all see that Fresh is covered in these, 36 brain-exposed rats who are looking very not so angry, and you hear that voice in the back of your heads go,
"We hungry. We need to eat."
And let's roll initiative.
All right.
They're not angry, but they look like they're gonna eat something.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm last.
Oh, good. Hold on. Where's
No,
initiative
I'm not
again?
prepared for this.
A nat 20 and a nat fail.
So first up is Valthiv.
I don't even know. I didn't ask for this.
No one asked for this, but it's happening anyway because people apparently. This establishment is terrible. I told him not to move down here.
That's the new slogan. Come to Broiled Bees. This establishment is terrible.
He seems to be a pretty stubborn dude.
It's just like in Ratatouille where they tie up the health inspector, except
it's fucking Fresh.
Except what happens here is that instead of not killing him because it was a kids movie, we have to kill him.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Please don't kill me.
We have no choice, friends.
Wait,
just
so
hold
you
on
said-
the axe. I'm kidding.
So basically, the rat's being violent at this point, or
What was that? Sorry.
The rats are basically being violent at this point.
Pretty much.
Please, whatever you do, just please remember that they're still all on me.
All right, so go for the great axe.
Yeah, enchant it with magic.
All right, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
I hate you all.
All right, so aim my crossbow at them. Sure.
You're the one who decided to poke them.
All of my hate.
You're the one who decided to poke them.
Urge to kill rising.
The whole campaign
You
has
did this
led
to
up to this
yourself.
moment for me.
Okay, shit. So I'm never prepared to go first. This is my shit.
I mean, I don't know if
You gotta do something, Valthiv. What are you gonna do?
No, I'm working on it.
Quickly, they're chewing my nipples.
Fuck.
He only has 2 left.
Just like in Ratatouille.
Alright, I'm just kind of like, fuck. And then I just kind of like try to like, I don't know, smack them away with like my hands.
Okay.
If that's possible.
You can certainly try.
Or like try to like pick them up and like throw them away.
I will say that will do nothing.
Shit!
I will tell you right now ahead of time that will do nothing.
Ugh.
That'll have no impact on this whatsoever. There are 36 of them clinging to Fresh.
Mm-hmm. What if I try to bite them off?
You want to try biting one off?
Yeah.
Make a bite attack against it.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh!
Yeah, that will in fact hit. So you bite. Does that damage them and you heal that much? Or you heal?
So?
If you choose to use Hungry Jaws, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't need Hungry Jaws right now though.
Okay.
So.
Well then roll damage for your bite then.
Ooh.
4 piercing. All right, factoring the fact. Okay, great. So you pick up 2 of them, and you nom into them.
Nom.
Yeah.
There are now 2 less spiders. There's now 34 spiders.
I thought it was rats.
Not spiders, sorry, rats. Sorry, there's
Yeah.
not rats. My bad. Yeah, so you nom into 2 rats. That is your turn.
How big are these things, by the way? We just got a
I mean,
comment in the stream that's
the
interesting.
rats themselves are tiny. Like they're the size of like a sewer rat.
Like, actual rat size.
Okay.
Oh yeah, these are like sewer rats, you know,
Okay.
and just as mangy and angry looking as well.
Babies.
Ah.
Oh,
They
Ratatouille-esque rat.
Yeah, they're ratatouille rats.
Ratatouille rats.
Just with exposed glowing brains.
Oh.
Right.
Delicious.
So,
Primary.
part of a complete breakfast. So next up is Lean.
Yes. So cute. I have a quarterstaff, so it's not like a big weapon.
Just whack Fresh.
Just hit him. He doesn't
whack
Maybe he'll jump off if you hit him enough.
You want to whack?
Just whack
mean-
like a pinata.
Pretty much this whole campaign has been like leading up to him just killing me all the time. So.
Yeah, just whack him.
You know, just this one turn. Just this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself this one turn.
Well,
one turn.
that does not do anything. You whack into the mass. It doesn't seem to hurt any of the rats, and rats by extension are then patting Fresh's body. So you just deal no damage in the situation.
Oh.
Oh.
A for effort. Then next up is going to be Pyro.
Okay. Well, are rats also afraid of fire?
You don't know, maybe.
Can I try to intimidate them to make them run away, like out the door?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try.
Make a intimidation check.
Okay. I weep silently in the corner.
Yeah, the rats rolled a natural 19 against you, so
Jesus!
15 plus 2, 18. So yeah, you give a mighty, ferocious roar, and they just bite into Fresh. Because now it's
Okay.
their turn. Well, actually, that was a free action. You can still have your turn.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, that was a free action to do the.
Well, they're not
intimidation.
intimidated by me. Down comes the axe, boys.
Yes.
Here we go.
I'm going to use the flat. Is it possible to use the flat end of the axe? Like, you know how there's like the actual sharp ends, and then there's like the really wide part.
What is the die for your axe damage?
It's 1d12 plus
All right,
3
if
slashing.
I will say I'll make my spot ruling will be that if you use the blunt side of it, you deal 1d6 bludgeoning with it.
Oh, like automatically?
Well, no. You'll roll a d6.
Oh.
Like you roll half of the main dice.
Okay, well, let me just roll that by itself really quick then. Roll.
We'll roll an
1.
attack first.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll an attack first. See if you
Oh,
actually do
yeah,
damage
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Hadouken.
That does impact. So roll a d6.
Okay.
And add your whatever damage bonus you have.
Okay, that is +3. So D6 plus 3. Oh!
Fuck you, Astasine.
Okay.
Fuck you, Astasine.
So
hey, you're the one who wanted to get with the Genasi. This is how real Genasi does.
There are now I forget. When dealing damage, is it you round up or down? I can't remember.
It's usually round up.
Okay, good. Good to know. So the rats take 5 points of damage, and Fresh, you take 3.
Oh, okay. That's unexpected.
I was trying to get some of them off.
You got some of them off by breaking their spines and causing them to fall to the ground dead.
Yay!
Wait, all of them?
Just as fine.
Nice.
How many?
She killed 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pyro's just got this big smile on her face, like this is the best day ever.
Yep. Now it's the swarm's turn. A lot of swarms tonight. It's funny because the only reason it's turned into a swarm is because Fresh ignored the first one. So, let's see. They're all going to bite you, Fresh.
Yay.
That is an 14 to hit.
He's used to getting bit.
Oh God.
It was 14 to hit, Fresh.
Yeah.
That hits?
14 is my armor class. What does that mean?
That means they hit, and you might die. So here, let's have some fun. All right, time to roll the dice. Please roll high. That's actually awful, and I'm sorry for.
Oh my God! Hashtag Fresh deserves this.
He does.
He does.
So Fresh,
Fuck all
the
of you.
rats begin to rip into your body. You take in total 19 points of piercing damage as the rats begin to devour you.
Oh my God!
Let's count 19 down, shall we? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Add another nipple onto there. Oh, it already is. Lovely.
There he goes.
Yep. Fresh, you are unconscious and being devoured alive by these rats. That is otherwise their turn.
For those of you
dying.
For those of you watching for the very first time, if you will notice on Fresh's avatar, the nipples indicate the amount of times I've reached this state.
They apply for everyone, actually. Sybil died once.
You have 9 nipples, don't you, Fresh? Or how many nipples do you have?
I'm...
Did we
I
ever
think
decide
8
on
nipples.
Oh, you have 8? Okay. So I think my ruling here is if you hit an 8th nipple, you fucking die. You're just gone.
Fuck.
That'll be how Fresh dies if he loses all his nipples.
I can't believe Fresh is fucking
His
dead.
nipples are his life force.
Christ.
You know what? I feel like for Fresh, that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, fuck
His
you.
death count's pretty high.
Yeah.
Hey, Fresh, on
As
my
I wait
turn,
for
I'll
the
go
last
heal
second
you.
to actually
Then
heal him.
Cannon, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm not really familiar with all the swarm rules. How would Tasha's hideous laughter affect them?
It would affect them.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
just all on it. It can affect a swarm considering they're acting as a singular mass.
All right, then I'm gonna.
Especially because these actually have an intelligence. It normally would not affect a swarm, but this is a smart swarm. So
Okay.
these are special rats.
Smart swarm.
All right, I'm gonna do Tasha's hideous laughter then.
Okay, what saving throw is that?
That's a wisdom saving throw. The check is 14.
Wisdom 14. They rolled a 12 plus 0.
All right. So.
And so they are considered what?
So basically, they have now fallen prone because they are laughing.
Okay.
At this point, are they still attached to my lifeless corpse?
So they are. So here's the thing: these things cannot fall prone because they're rats. Because that's just kind of. So they all fall off of Fresh's body, but they can't fall prone because they're rats. But but they all do fall off of Fresh's body and are all emitting this kind of like squeaking noise that also translates, that also comes across as this like in your head.
All right, awesome. It also says incapacitated. I'm gonna double check if that's different from prone.
That is. Incapacitated means that they can't take any actions on their turn.
Awesome.
They can do nothing. They are completely incapacitated.
Cannon, we both have this spell now.
Yep.
We can go crazy.
I had that spell since the beginning.
So that is. So Fresh, make a death saving throw.
Yay.
I swear to God.
But which one's the death saving throw?
Just a straight D20.
D20. All right, you take 1 point of success.
Yeah.
Nice.
And here, I'll make another spot ruling in the moment. For every natural 20 you roll on a death save, you regain 1 nipple.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh.
Actually, just thinking about it, hideous laughter. Didn't you try and use that on the flail snail? And
Yeah, the snail, but it was too dumb.
Yeah, I tried to do that, but
Snail
it was
has no sense of humor. It just watches high art German films.
All right, let's go.
I was watching Nosferatu by Werner Herzog, and I was just thinking, what a wonderful art piece. Anyway,
for some reason, I can imagine a snail chuckling to himself, but because he's got no mouth, it's just like slowly undulating in place.
I believe that's what I described it as before I realized that I can't laugh. So it's now Valthiv's turn.
It sure is. And
So you should
now,
heal Fresh.
do I though, Lean? Do I?
we are healers. You were supposed to be the healer instead of me, but I kind of took on that role.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good gig, but
then I met you people.
Fine. I kind of sidestep around the swarm if I can, because they're fucking distracted and shit with their
They're
shit.
all up on the floor of the pantry. Yeah.
Yeah. I just kind of
process.
Fucking give Fresh a little kick and then heal him.
Sure. Donovan Bain in the chat says, "I'm not sure lizards have a Hippocratic oath."
They have a hippo oath. It's just about the hippopotamus.
Exactly. Great. So yeah, why don't you heal him up for how much?
4.
4 points of you are at 4 HP, Fresh.
Yay. Does that mean I'm still unconscious, or do I still have to do that success?
No, you're now back up, but you're still lying down on the ground.
Yeet.
Great. Then that was healing word. Yeah, you still have an action if you want to attack the rats.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hammer the shit out of them.
Go for it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that'll hit, so roll damage. Alright, great. You kill 3 rats.
Nice.
Yeah, God, that's the number I'm looking for. Great. They are still laughing, and the last thing that in between their laughing, 3 of them just get their spines just broken by your warhammer.
What a way to go.
Great. So, that makes it Pyro's turn, I believe.
I thought it was Lean.
No, it's Lean.
No, Lean. Sorry, yeah, Lean. Lean was the 16. Yes, Lean, it is your turn.
What is a skill? What is a skill check? Is that a regular action?
That is depends. I call it in the moment. What do you want to do?
And check on. Well, never mind. He's already up. I forgot.
Yeah.
Who cares? He's already awake.
He's fine.
That does not.
Where are my rolls going?
You golf club.
Oh, no.
You golf club one of the rats, and it just ricochets off the wall and lands immediately on Fresh's face. That's your turn.
How many points of damage do I take
Lean's
from that?
finally been nerfed.
You take no damage yet, Fresh.
This was my nerfing. I've been
Thank you
nerfed.
generously, to
You
Lean
take
OP.
nothing. So now it's Pyro's turn.
Time to use the tough side of the great axe, me friendos.
Yay.
Yep.
And it's
The
time to
violent
fucking
side.
delete. Yep. I mean, she's just having the time of her life, right? Fucking because she was expecting some sort of actual serious shit to go down, and the factory's like, I need you to clean up the vermin. And she's like, okay. That sounds fine. Bonsai. So how do I roll for damage?
You roll a d12 plus your strength
Yeah, just
modifier.
click on the great axe in the
Click
chat.
on a great axe.
Well,
Yeah, just click on the name.
in chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
But you add 3 to that, yeah, or is it?
It's automatic.
Oh yeah,
done.
you would add your strength. Oh yeah, that is automatic.
Okay,
Yeah, so
never mind.
you rolled a 1. So you kill 2 rats.
Nice. At
She's
least it's
just-
something.
She's just kind of chilling out at this point, like almost just like.
Yeah, not really giving that much of a care. Now it's the rats' turn. The rats are going to. Ooh, let me double check what this does real quick.
Oh, good,
hey,
a rat skill.
Hey, Kianan, tell me, what is Hobart considered a creature?
I believe that he is not because of the familiar.
Okay, good to
Seal
know.
or something?
He is a celestial.
Can you pull up the Find Familiar spell and see if he's immune to like certain spells that would like affect him?
Yeah, sure.
Does he have that-
He's not in the pantry though.
Oh, he's not? Okay, then never mind.
I can still pull it up.
Oh no, I thought he was on your shoulder still. All right, great. So they. Okay, then they are going to cast a spell.
Oh. I didn't know rats could.
As
cast
rats
spells.
do.
As rats do. Of course.
What is everybody's wisdom score?
17.
14.
10.
All right, great. So
10.
Pyro.
Yes?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
Wonderful. So here's what happens. The rats all immediately in unison snap their heads to look at you, Pyra, and their eyes and their brains flare up with this kind of purplish light. And you hear this voice in your head say, "Flee!" And you feel compelled to run to spend your next turn moving as far away as you can by the fastest available means.
Oh.
They cast command on you.
All right.
Okay.
That is their turn. Therefore,
That's
it is now Kianan's turn.
Okay, so they broke out of Tasha's hideous laughter, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna bop him with the quarterstaff.
You bop.
I failed to bop.
to the top.
You fail to bop.
Quarterstaff is cursed today.
Yeah.
Actually, real quick, because of I'm going to be sadistic. Roll again, real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Now you smack a rat, and I was gonna say that if you rolled higher, you would have hit fresh, because he's right in the middle of the ground. So you hit nothing. You aim for one of the rats, and you bring your quarterstaff down, and just impacts with the ground as the rat you were aiming for just darts out of the way.
Fuck you, Xander.
Now it's fresh. It's your turn. You are up, but you're lying prone.
I'm lying prone.
Yes.
And where are the rats in relation to me again?
Everywhere.
And I just try and roll onto a couple of them.
I just got them off you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to squish them.
Also, there's one right on your face as well. You can certainly try. Make an acrobatics check.
You got it, boss. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
So, roll. What's your strength score?
10.
Okay, what's your dexterity score?
Dexterity is 18.
Oh wow. So I'll let you use your dexterity for this because you rolled natural 20. So
Dude.
roll a d4 and add your dexterity bonus to them. 1d4.
There you go.
So in a moment of just pure defiance of fate, you just roll over and crush 3 rats. Reducing their
Is that
bodies
including
to
the one on the
jelly.
face, or?
I'm gonna roll. Let me roll a d4 and see if that happened. No, the rat on your face survived. But you crushed 3 other rats underneath you. Actually, no. If it was that's a 7. Oh, actually, you kill 4. So hey.
Hey, you got the one on the
Four
face.
rats.
Hey.
You squished 4 rats underneath you, and you are now coated in rat viscera.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Back up to the top with Valthiv.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue whacking on these guys.
Go ahead and do
making
it.
this pantry much more pretty with their innards.
I love it. That hits. Roll damage.
Dang.
So you have effectively between all of you guys so far have destroyed half of the swarm,
God.
and that looks like they've taken a hit there. So, therefore, that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
It is now Lean's turn.
Indeed. So my hearing for Xander cut out on the end of.
Oh, sorry,
Valthiv's
it's your turn. Wait, yeah, it's your turn, Lean.
There are 8 more of them that are dead now. Yes?
Yeah, 8 more. No, 4 more died.
4 more died, so we have killed effectively over half of them.
Yes.
Nice.
Nothing more I can really do. All my spells are like freaking. So
I mean, I'm about to run.
Nah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We can do it.
Hey!
That hits.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey,
Oh yeah, it's because I do dual-handed.
Oh yeah, which one is the greater number? Which one's
it's dual-handed on the right.
Okay, so it's 8. So you kill 4 rats. You just give a large sweeping strike with your quarterstaff, sending 4 rats directly into the wall and splattering upon impact.
Ugh.
Yep.
It's delicious.
Good. Pyro, you're running the hell away.
Is there any chance that out of my fear I could throw my axe?
You can drop your axe.
Oh, you're no fun. I wouldn't drop it.
Okay. Then you immediately you have to spend your turn fleeing as far away as you can.
Bye. How long does this last?
Pyro's hair flares up a bit and she just takes off.
Yep.
It's the rats' turns. So, Fresh, you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Where is Lean? How far into the pantry are you?
I don't know. I hadn't considered it.
Where do you think? I'll be nice.
Well, how big is the pantry?
Pantry's a walk-in pantry. It probably goes on for about maybe like 10 to 12
By the
feet
herbs, Xander. I'm by the herbs.
You're by the herbs? All right, great. So you're actually towards like the back corner then. You kind of just darted inward. So, seeing the most readily available meal for them, they're going to just go and attack Fresh again, who's on the ground. That is
he gonna lose another one, guys?
That's a natural 18. So they're gonna roll damage as the remaining like 14 rats just pile onto Fresh and begin to eat again. You take 6 points of damage, Fresh, and you lose another nipple.
Yeah, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it here first. I've lost 2 nipples in 1 campaign.
Within like 20 minutes, too.
That's some good stuff.
And they're going to take the remainder of their turn now that they've gotten a quick bite to eat. They are going to attempt to escape. So they're all going to begin darting towards... Oh, someone left. Okay. They all begin to dart. Like the scene in Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Just call a session Ratatouille.
toward a hole.
I love that you're accepting my Ratatouille reference.
I love it.
It's so good.
They begin to flee toward a hole that in the wall that they clearly have chewed through, seeing that there are less than half of them left. Anyone who is directly in the pantry, which, I mean, everybody who's in range of these of any part of the swarm would get an opportunity attack. I think, Kian, are you keeping range or are you using your quarterstaff? I can't remember.
He was using quarterstaff.
Hold on, let me check if I can actually use. I can't use a spell at range for an
Well, no,
opportunity attack.
did you on your last attack? Was it a quarterstaff attack?
Yeah, it was a quarterstaff.
Okay, so you're in range. Lean, you're in range. Fresh, you would technically get one, even though actually you're unconscious now.
Yeah.
And Valthiv. So all of you get, except for Pyro, who's now taken flight, get an opportunity attack against the swarm as they are trying to escape. So everybody roll your opportunity attack.
Oh. Damn.
Cannon does it.
I got one.
Box one.
So, okay. So, let me... Here's one thing. They have resistance to bludgeoning, so that means they take half damage. If you deal one, does that mean just you hit one, but it does nothing?
Well, that would be 0.5, but it rounds up.
He it out the door.
He just like kind of squishes a little bit, then like pops back into place.
Yeah, he kind of squishes and pops.
Also, Donovan Bain offers an interesting question in the chat. One of Fresh's nipples was from actual cannibal Shiloh the Buff. Is that canon, or can we remove a nipple?
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, the first time I died, it was I got rid of both of the nipples because
it
I
was
didn't
actual
consider
death.
this. Yeah.
I mean, two nipples.
We'll think about this later.
Listen, guys.
Think about this later.
Listen, guys. We can worry about the nipple math later.
Damn it! I need to study my nipple math.
So, Valthiv, you kill 5.
Nice.
They escaping. Lean, you kill 3. And Cannon just kills one. So there are 6 rats left as those 6 flee through the hole and the base of the pantry, taking off.
I think we should probably.
How far did I get?
Can I just like run after Pyra and be like, where'd you go?
All the way to the front door, Pyra. All the way to the front door.
Okay.
You actually just parkour vaulted over the bar.
Yeah. And as you did so, Hobart just looked at it and gave you some little red panda applause.
No, just leaving Fresh behind.
Please just grab Pyro by the shoulders. She's just
Fresh.
I feel like she's still here
in a heap in the pantry, slowly bleeding from rat bites, unconscious and dying.
Wayne, you can take care of this. I'm gonna
get which Fresh roll a death saving throw right off the bat.
Oh my god.
Which one is that again? That's
D20.
D10. D20.
Oh my god.
Point of failure. Would anyone like to try and stabilize Fresh?
Yeah, I'll come over and
Make
give
a
it a
medicine check.
shot.
Wayne, it's your turn. I'm gonna go check on Pyro.
You staunch his wounds. Fresh is no longer bleeding out to death, but he's still very much unconscious and covered in rat bites. But he is no longer at risk of death.
Lord.
Yeah.
Sorry, how many hit points do I have at this point?
You're at 0. Exactly 0.
Exactly 0, but I'm not dying anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Wow. So after I leave Fresh, okay, but like he's still unconscious on the ground, I'm gonna like see if there's any like empty containers I can use to shove up the rat hole this time, because we don't need none of that.
There are several small containers within this place. Within the pantry. You may use any number of them.
I mean, I should really only need one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on a giant hall.
My favorite, and a rat hole, I guess.
You take your favorite and you plug the rat hole. Ta-da!
I did it.
You did it.
Great.
Is the fear still affecting me?
No, as soon as you like run like 30 feet, you immediately snap out of it.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yay!
Ta-da.
I feel like she just like gets like a step out of the front door and then just stops and goes, wait. And like veers back around. Like, oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Don't worry, it's taken care of now.
She just kind of pauses and goes,
They ran like the cowards they
Thanks
are.
for the bit, Superior Iron Spider. Never forget.
yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
She kind of blinks and goes, that was a little more than I expected from rats.
We're weird
Yeah.
rats.
I mean, they had their brains out, so I mean, I don't think they're just rats.
Yeah, those did not look like regular rats. Can I make a nature check to see if I have heard of rats like these?
Yeah, make a nature check. Thanks for the bits.
Hey!
Bits, thank you!
Bits!
Yeah, you've heard of these things. And Keaton, you immediately go pale because you actually kind of know what these things are. These are what are known as cranium rats. They are rats that are they are rats that have been like flooded and bombarded with psionic energy to give them psionic abilities and intelligence. They are typically the byproduct of mind flayers.
Oh shit on a shit cracker. Those are cranium rats.
Those are
Cranium
what?
rats.
Those are what now?
They're cranium rats. They're psychic rats and they're made by mind flayers.
Oh.
Uranium crabs.
Shut up, you're unconscious.
He's just like mumbling in his
Pyro's
unconscious
brow like
state.
furrows, and then she kind of just says, "Where did Broiled Bee go?"
Broiled Bee.
Away.
I don't need to use a spell slot because we're out of combat, so
Yep.
Hey,
let's just find Bro.
Yeah.
Are we gonna like drag?
I mean, you're gonna
Fresh's
help
body?
Fresh.
Yeah, let's just
I actually wouldn't mind. Actually, I want to drag his body and then chuck it on. Find him. Can I do that?
You can certainly try.
Yay! I want to.
Oh my
Make
god.
just make a strength check.
Okay. Please, for the love of God, that's
Actually,
all I want.
how big is Pyro, by the way? Tall. Like if
Pyra is 6 even, so she's actually a little bit shorter than
yeah, just
Valthiv.
and you're 2 foot smaller than Fresh as well.
2 feet.
No, so fuck no. Oh, no, 2 inches. 2 inches. Sorry.
Holy shit! That's a tall order.
Hold on, let
There
me
she
just
is.
fresh real quick to accommodate for
There she is.
your
All right.
size.
Oh, you fucking ass cat! You're such a big piece of shit.
No, let me
Oh
explain
god,
what
now
exa-
it just looks like
no.
it's been impaled with a
No, let me explain. So I want to explain exactly what happens right now because I'm filled with delight. So no. Here's what happens, Pyra. You're actually extremely strong. You severely overestimate how heavy Fresh is. You end up catapulting him into the pantry wall.
Wait.
Wake the fuck up!
And you essentially kind of take your hands, reach him under, and then just toss him. And Fresh's limp body just slams
Like
into the
out
pantry
into the
wall.
front? Oh.
This is the exact same wall where the rats came out of, and his body just breaks through the shelves, through the walls, and then lands in like a small tunnel. And then continues to.
That all happens, and Pyro just kind of covers her mouth like.
His limp body continues to just fall into the darkness of this now exposed tunnel behind the pantry wall.
Oh.
I hate you all so much.
Pyro just covers her
Power
mouth.
and admiration. I'm just.
He just
Pyro just very lightly covers her mouth and goes.
Have fun explaining that one to
He
Broiled
just
Bee.
disappears into the darkness.
I believe that Broiled Bee will kind of finish from me. He wouldn't call me unless he
I
really,
have the
really
biggest
needed help.
fucking grin on my face right now.
Aw.
Hobart looks at this and gives some more applause.
So you've made a new hole. So you've managed to make a new hole, but you've lost Broiled Bee's favorite one.
That's
Fuck yeah, that was funny.
Can he make a death saving throw for that?
Yes, make a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Actually, you do have to because you took damage while falling, so you're fine. You're fine. But yeah, so you are currently dying again. You fell down a hole. You fell down a hole.
Someone put another nipple up there.
You've fallen down.
I will say, now with the reveal of this small kind of like tunnel, you guys realize that the pantry kind of sits almost directly above the spot in the wine cellar. In that, at least in that same area where that other tunnel was located. So maybe they're connected. Either way, Fresh just fell down a fucking hole and he's dying.
Oh God! Like, is it like actually a deep hole? I was not expecting.
It's dark down there, man.
Good Lord, I have dark vision though.
It goes down for about like 20 feet.
Nice.
Dancing lights.
Yeah, it's like a 20-foot deep hole. Before leveling out.
Lee's got dancing lights on, so I think he's a
You just
Wait,
see
so how deep is the hole?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay.
So it's and like the cellar is like 10 feet beneath you, so the tunnel you think must like go down for like another 10 feet, and that's where this hole like intersects with. And you're just you use your dancing lights lane, and you see Fresh's body in a heap at the very bottom of this hole.
Oh my God!
And a small pool of blood emerging around his head.
Okay.
Oh, this is good.
I like turn to Pyro. I'm just like applauding, give like thumbs up, and then I'm just like, I should probably take care of this. And then can I do like prayer of healing to reach to heal Fresh?
Is that prayer of healing? Is that a touch spell or just range?
It's range. It's up to 30 feet.
Oh yeah, you can do that then.
Alex, can you bring up literally any picture of Peter Griffin from Family Guy falling over on the ground? Literally any picture of that.
Hold on, let me draw Peter Griffin having only vaguely remembered Peter Griffin.
So here's exactly what happens. Valthiv, you walk over to the hole and you just apathetically just kind of like reach your hand out. There's a flash of light. Fresh, you're back up to 10 hit points.
Oh shit! Okay.
And you're now sitting at the bottom of a hole.
Oh shit!
In a tunnel.
And then I like once he's like conscious again, I'm like, you're a piece of shit. You know that.
Pyro also kind of calls down like, sorry.
What happened?
That's not important right now.
Did I dream?
We'll go over that later.
Do you need some assistance getting back up?
There we go.
As Pyro says that, she kind of like pauses and then looks over at like the people there. She goes, I may want to step back on this one.
All right.
You're good. You're fine. Stay.
Yeah. And there we go. That's Peter Griffin.
Yay!
Good.
Not that I would not be capable, but so far it seems he's not.
Hate it.
What is the word? He's much easier to carry.
I think I need to rehammer in the point that you catapulted a limp ragdoll cat body.
Yeah,
she's trying
to put it lightly, man.
I know.
Well, I always knew he was a lightweight.
Pyro laughs.
You're all
I
just
am
standing
filled
around
with
the hole,
determination.
looking
And
down.
that failed anyway. Never mind.
You're all standing around the hole, looking down at Fresh at the bottom of the hole, and you just begin to wonder, boy, what an exciting day this has been. And that is where we're going to close the session for tonight.
Wait, hold on. Objection?
Oh, yeah?
Freaking Fresh wanted to climb up it. Doesn't he have the tabaxi freaking climb?
Yeah, he's got a climb
make
speed.
Any check.
Yeah.
So, Fresh, you just climb up to the top of the hole. Zap.
It's fine. He's just back.
Pyro again has like a hand over her mouth, but it's not. She's purposely not hiding her smile.
So, in the manner in under 30 minutes, you have all managed to destroy 2 storage locations within this establishment.
Yay!
And unveiled 2 different tunnels that may or may not intersect.
I prefer to think of it as expanding the floor plan.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna pitch it to him. I'm writing that down. Expanding
interior design with the carnage.
Honestly, he really shouldn't have called Pyro in for this kind of little thing because she does big things. Trying to make her do little things like this isn't gonna work.
You're under the assumption that there isn't a big thing responsible.
What?
Nothing.
You don't get to what?
Tune in next week on Dungeons and Douchebags, and the gang forms an extermination company and probably figures more stuff out.
Can someone make an Always Sunny like title card for that?
That's not even the right theme.
Come back.
Oh my god.
Come back next. Come back next week, next Friday, same time, same place, for the continuation of the silliness.
Oh my god.
As always, I am your Dungeon Master, Xander. Cammy, will you be joining us next week as well?
I can if y'all will have me.
I will have you.
God, yes, please.
Oh, yay!
Alrighty, now Pyro is officially part of the crew right now.
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about.
She's lovely.
I just realized
Fuck.
I never
Could you
mentioned
have been more
what
creepy?
happened to Sybil. Well, let me mention that Sybil was arrested. Sybil is currently in a jail cell in a Durgar prison right now.
Great.
You know what my favorite part about that detail is? Is that we've all been acting today as completely nonchalant about that little detail as if we don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's probably just really casual.
Listen, it's called Dungeons and Douchebags, okay?
Exactly.
I mean, I have no idea. I thought it was just the.
Alrighty, well, tune in next week then. Until next time, I'm your Dungeon Master, Xander. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.